Hey y'all. My name is Ashley Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. I am the channel for all of infinite creation. I am a channel for the Most High Creator, God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, whatever you like to call the power, the energy behind all of creation. I was seated here on this planet to be a channel, to channel the energies and messages that the human collective needs in this generation in order to expand our consciousnesses, in order to raise our vibrations, in order to come into alignment with our purpose, our divine purpose, in order for humanity to come into alignment with its divine purpose. I was ushered on to do this channeled oracle reading. So what I do is I channel messages. This is my oracle set. So I'm using the Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle, an invitation into the heart of the divine, pocket edition, artwork by Razuli. I love art, so I'm super excited. I love this this oracle set. So what I do is I shuffle the cards. I ask for the oracle cards that are going to be needed, what's needed for me to channel the messages I want to come through from your soul. So there's an energy, there's a message that your soul knows you need at this point in time. That's why you're tuned into this video. That's why this video crossed your path. Now, everything might not resonate in your heart at this time, and that's okay. That's fine. You're more than welcome to align with the energy and the messages that resonate with your heart. You're more than welcome to use the energies and the messages that resonate in your heart on your own personal journey of expansion, experiencing this earthly experience. So I was ushered to come do this channel oracle message reading. And the title of the video is going to be along the lines of, from your soul, stop running from yourself, stop running from love. Stop running from yourself / stop running from love. So you yourself are love. Stop running from yourself, stop running from love. Ding, 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 ding. This is for me too. So I am excited to see what channel messages come through that our souls want us to hear, that our energies that our souls want us to permeate in. So let me go ahead and shuffle the deck. Divine Heart, see what oracle cards come out. Divine Heart, please give us the first oracle card that is needed to be utilized for the channeling of the energies and the messages that our souls, the person that's viewing this video, their soul wants them to hear. I'm being guided to take that one. Divine Heart, please allow us to channel which card, what else, this one, what else, Divine Heart. And hold on, I don't have any crystals on the camera. Let me grab some crystals. Hold on, never mind, they're all the way over there, so I'm not gonna, no crystals for this video. No crystals for this video. What else, Divine Heart? Divine Heart, what other? This one, anything else? Or do we need anything else, Divine Spirit? Do we need anything else? Yeah, I think that's where we want to leave it. Where are we gonna start? Let's see. Let me get everything on camera. Where are we gonna start, Divine Heart? I'm guided to start here. So we'll read the oracle first. Dance of the Divine Feminine. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow. The universe esteems you capable of more than being sure-footed and sensible. You can whirl and stumble, inspired by the music of the spheres. There is big magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. Give up the mainstays that drain your heart. Ask your soul what matters most and attend to that. Give up the mainstays that drain your heart. Ask your soul what matters most and attend to that. Dance of the divine feminine. Whether you are whatever you identify as your gender, I'm being guided to emphasize that divine feminine is an energy. So irregardless of how you identify when it comes to your gender, we all have divine feminine as elements and aspects of self. We all have the divine feminine energy as elements and aspects of self, irregardless of what you identify it with as your gender. We found each other. We found each other. We found each other. Your soul is saying we found each other. You are tapping into your heart space. You are seeing the magic that is you. You are seeing the magic that is the true you, that is the divine you, that is a magical you, that is a creative you. You are seeing the magic that is a creative you. But you are still plagued with energies of how your self-expression, how the creative you, the way your creative self-expressed was rejected or wasn't appreciated in the past when you expressed as a creative you, as a true you. You are still plagued with those energies of seemingly feeling rejected when you expressed as a creative you, as a true you. We found each other. Your soul is saying we found each other. You're re-remembering what it felt like to express as a creative, as a true you. Do not allow the remembrance of seemingly being rejected, don't allow the energies of your expression not being met with equal, energetic love, compassion, generosity, sincerity, thoughtfulness. Don't allow the lack of thoughtfulness, the lack of generosity, the lack of generosity stop you from being this, the magical being that you are. Don't allow the remembrance of expressing as your creative true self being met with lackluster prevent you from stepping into and embodying this, the creative you, the full you. Your soul is saying, your heart is saying, we found each other. We found each other once again. Allow it to be. Allow yourself to be who you truly are. Allow yourself to be who you truly are, regardless of how. Don't let the pain of the past stop you from stepping into and embodying your full self. Don't allow the pain of the past stop you from stepping into and embodying your full self. Your heart, your soul is saying, we found each other. We found each other once again. Divine feminine, the dance of the divine feminine. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow. How bitter the taste water would be if the river stopped its flow. You are the flow. You are the flow. You're coming back into your own flow. And you know what that bitterness tastes like because for so long you allowed the past fears of not being met with reciprocation to stop you from being your full truth. Allow the river to flow. Allow yourself to embody and be your full and true self. You are love. You are loved and you are loved. Your soul, your heart, all of infinite creation want you to know that you are love and you are loved. So we have this artwork next. Blessing of Al-Hakim. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Al-Hakim is wisdom and soul medicine. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in the assurance that your daily application and effort are enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is now soothed. Divine healing can occur most readily in the unknowing yet trusting spaciousness of your open heart. Divine healing can occur most readily in the unknowing yet trusting spaciousness of your open heart. Sow your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Our minds cannot conceive of what is happening at this moment in human history. Our minds cannot conceive of what is happening, of the truth of what is happening at this moment in history, human history. Our minds can only copy the past and try to paste and fit the past on the path that is laid out in front of us. But that is not going to work. Our past experience, the past things we've experienced, the past things we have experienced are not going to fit into our future. What is unfolding is not only your greatest desires, but what is unfolding is not something that our minds can fully comprehend at this moment in time. As our minds are only programmed to understand, our minds are only programmed to be able to identify things that we already know. Our minds are programmed to, at this point in time, to only understand. Our minds are programmed at this point in time to only be able to identify things in which we have experienced, things in which we know. Lay down your burden. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Lay down your burden. Lay down the burden of feeling like you have to know what's going to happen. Lay down a burden of feeling like you have to be in control, because what is happening is literally magic. What is happening is an unfolding of elements and creation that we've never experienced. So these elements and creation are going to be a pleasant surprise if we allow these elements and experiences to be a pleasant surprise. What your heart is wanting you to do is to sow your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Lay down your burdens so that you can enjoy this unfoldment. Enjoy the elements of surprise, the elements that are lustrous. These elements are lustrous. These elements are joy. These elements are happiness. These elements are abundance. And your soul, your heart wants you to enjoy this unfoldment. Your soul, your heart wants you to enjoy this unfoldment. Blessings of Al-Hakim, sow your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Sow your cleverness and buy bewilderment. And I was saying that I was guided to come record this channel because, like, y'all, I'm on this journey too. I'm on this human experience too. I'm having this experience too in myself. I'm coming into new levels of feeling, new levels of self-remembrance, remembering that we are love. So it's an intense time for me. And I'm going to go ahead and channel from this. I'm going to go ahead and channel from this card. My heart is so tender. Let me channel from this card. The beauty, the romance, the romance. I love it. The romance. Now just notice we have this couple up here, but if you can see, it looks like other individuals engaged in the background as well. So it's just like a fulfillment, abundance of relation, a fulfilling relation. I'm getting an abundance of fulfilling relations. The lover and the beloved. the lover and the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. Oh, how you have been burned before, abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, suffering at the hands of an unworthy lover. Oh, how you have been burned before, abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, suffering at the hands of an unworthy lover. Can the great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush? Will bitter expectations keep your heart locked away behind a mean-spirited gate? Something needs to change within. Something needs to change within you so that you can receive. It may simply be that you say yes. It may simply be that you say yes. And the channel message is coming in strong, and the channel message is coming in long. We have to understand that this one lifetime that we see up close, that we see in the mirror, that we're very personal with, we can physically see it. We can thoroughly understand it because, again, our minds can only conceive and identify what we know, what we've experienced in this lifetime. What we know, what we've experienced in this upfront, this close personal lifetime, is not all that we are. All of these figures in the background, that's all of our journeys. That's all of the energies of the lives that we've experienced. That's all the energies of the lives that we experience. And what we do is we deny parts of ourselves. We deny these parts of ourselves that our brains can't comprehend because our brains can only comprehend what it knows from this lifetime, from this experience, but it knows what it has identified in this lifetime and this experience. So this up here, this right here, this is what our brain can only register, because this close and personal is what we've experienced in this lifetime. These are the experiences, the energies, the emotions we've experienced in this lifetime. So this is what our brains can identify. This right here is what our brains can identify. But we have been and we have experienced and we have gone through so many more energies, emotions, and experiences that our brain cannot identify. And what we do is we deny parts of ourselves when we don't allow ourselves to go within and acknowledge that there are other elements of ourselves, other facets of ourselves that are waiting to be acknowledged and experienced in order to be integrated into the whole picture, in order to be understood as part of the whole picture. So there are elements that need to be identified. We have to go within. We have to go within to identify these elements, these parts of ourselves that we did not experience in this lifetime, so we don't have a conscious awareness of it. We have to go within and experience these elements, these parts of ourselves that we did not experience in this lifetime, so we're not conscious of it, in order to understand that these elements, these experiences of our past are a part of the whole picture of who we are. And once we understand that and acknowledge that these elements, these parts of ourselves that we experience in other lifetimes, in other dimensions, in other realms, are part of ourselves, we can come into fulfillment, come into a wholeness that will allow ourselves to receive and be the love that we are. And the love that we are is the abundance of all things great. The love that we are is the understanding that the picture unfolding is the energies that we're feeling at this time that are confusing us. The energies that we're feeling at this time, the energies that are unfolding, that are telling us to lay down our burdens, to sell our cleverness and buy bewilderment. These energies that we're experiencing that are telling us to sell our cleverness, to buy bewilderment. These energies that are confusing us, these energies that are stoking up fear because we don't understand them, are energies from our past lifetimes, our past experiences in other realms, spaces, places, and dimensions. We are becoming divine. We are expanding. So this up close, what our brains can conceive, what our brains consciously know from this lifetime, we're so much more. We're so many elements, and these elements are contribute to these energies and these emotions that are soaking up fear because we can't consciously recognize them. We cannot consciously recognize these elements and these emotions that are painting a new picture for us, because these elements and these emotions are part of the past experiences and other realms, places, spaces, and dimensions that are still a part of the picture. They're just in the background because we haven't acknowledged them to understand that they're a part of the whole image of who we are. They're part of the whole image of who we are. As we allow ourselves to come into and reignite our authenticity, we're awakening energies and emotions that are confusing us, because these energies and emotions are not just from this conscious life experience, but these energies and these emotions are from past experiences of ourselves, from other places, spaces, dimensions, or realms. Past experience of our souls, as we are infinite souls having a human experience, from other places, spaces, realms, and dimensions. We're being guided by the other aspects of self, by our souls. We're being guided by our souls to go within, meditate with ourselves, to begin to feel these other aspects of self that are waiting to be felt in order to be integrated in all that we are, so that we are able to enjoy the unfoldment of these new aspects and these new elements that are associated with our truth, who we truly are, our authentic selves. I hope something resonated with your heart. I hope something resonated with your soul. Take what resonates at this moment. Leave what doesn't. I would love to hear how you're feeling. Kingdom Things Podcast is a collaboration of all of infinite creation. So there are a lot of energies that are coming together to assist with the creation, with the fulfillment of Kingdom Things Podcast, in order to create an earthly space for our souls, for our energies, for our persons to come and commune in regards to our truth, in regards to our experiences on our journeys of life. Again, my name is Ashley Nicole Phillips, channel for the divine, host, channeler for Kingdom Things Podcast. Like video, subscribe to the Kingdom Things Podcast YouTube channel, as well as Kingdom Things Podcast is available on Spotify. You can go over there to listen as well. On Kingdom Things Podcast, I amalgamate the messages and the energies that I channel from the other aspects of the one, the other aspects of divine creation. You don't have to listen to the podcast in any order. Whatever calls to you, there's most likely something in there, an energy or a message that your soul wants you to hear, to take heed to. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because it activates the God or goddess within. Self-love is the best love because it's going to help us understand this picture that's unfolding. Self-love is the best love because it helps us cultivate who we truly are. Self-love is the best love because it helps us understand the whole image of who we are.